Don't look at the news yet. Don't look at the headlines. Look at this candle. Right now, as we speak, XRP is trading at $1.41. We are printing what I believe is the most critical pattern of the last 3 years. Welcome back to Altcoin Insider. Today, happy day to the market, because the charts are finally showing us some love. But this isn't about emotion. This is about math. Before we talk about the massive RLUSD news or the ETF leaks, we need to map out exactly where this price is going in the next 72 hours. Look at the 4-hour time frame. We are stuck in a textbook bullish consolidation box. We are bouncing between $1.38 and $1.42. Do you see this wick right here at $1.35? That happened yesterday. The moment we touched $1.35, the buy volume ignited. That tells me that smart money, the whales, the institutions, they have placed a limit buy wall right there. They are not letting it drop lower. Now zoom out. This is the money shot. We have officially confirmed a golden cross on the weekly chart. The 50-week moving average has crossed above the 200-week. The last time XRP did this, 2017. And we all know what happened next. My trade setup is simple. Support, $1.34. If we lose this, I'm stopped out. Resistance, $1.45. This is the key. The trigger. I am waiting for a daily candle close above $1.45. Once that closes, the road to $1.95 is wide open. There is literally zero historical resistance in that gap. So the technicals are screaming breakout, but a chart without a catalyst is just a drawing. Why is this happening now? Why today? It's because of what just happened with Binance and Ripple's stablecoin. For years, the critics said, XRP has no utility, banks aren't using it. Well, today, that argument is officially dead. In the last 24 hours, we received confirmation that RLUSD, Ripple USD, has fully integrated onto Binance via the XRP ledger. Let's break down why this is the fuel for our $5 fire. RLUSD isn't just another stablecoin like USDT or USDC, it is an enterprise-grade compliant bridge for institutional money. Before today, if a hedge fund wanted to move $100 million into crypto, they had to use offshore stablecoins that the SEC hates. Now, they can use RLUSD. It's compliant, it's regulated, and it runs on the XRP ledger. The multiplier effect. Every time RLUSD is minted or moved, it uses the XRPL. It burns drops of XRP as fees. It increases the network activity. We are seeing reports that the market cap of RLUSD has crossed $1.50 billion in record time. This liquidity is now flowing directly into XRP trading pairs on Binance. This creates a price floor. It makes it much harder for whales to crash the price because the order books are thicker than they have ever been. This is the utility phase we were promised in 2020. It's finally here. Let's take a step back and look at the macro. We have to talk about the political landscape because it is the wind in our sails. The new SEC administration has completely flipped the script. They aren't suing crypto companies anymore, they are working with them. This regulatory clarity is what makes 2026 different from 2021. In 2021, we pumped on hype, but we had a lawsuit hanging over our heads. In 2026, we are pumping on clarity. Ripple has spent $200 million fighting the SEC so that today you can trade this asset without fear. The security label is gone. The fine was paid. It is over. Major U.S. banks are now openly piloting XRPL payments because the legal risk is zero. If you are still trading with PTSD from the lawsuit era, you need to snap out of it. The war is over. We won. So we have the tech, we have the politics. Now we need the money. And the money is coming from Wall Street. Let's look at the ETF exchange traded fund situation. Currently, we have active applications from Bitwise, Canary Capital, and 21 shares sitting on the SEC's desk. I want you to look at Polymarket prediction markets. Right now, the odds of an XRP ETF approval in 2026 are sitting between 92% and 99%. The market knows it is a done deal. It's not if, it's when. Why does an ETF matter? Look at what happened to Bitcoin. Look at the billions of dollars of inflows. An ETF allows pension funds, 401ks, and sovereign wealth funds to buy XRP without holding private keys. These guys don't buy $1,000 worth. They buy $100 million worth. When that approval stamp hits, and rumors say it could be as early as Q2 this year, we are going to see a God candle. This is why I say buying at $1.41 is front-running Wall Street. If you wait for the news on Bloomberg, you will be buying at $3. You will be the exit liquidity for BlackRock. Do not be the exit liquidity. Be the one they have to buy from. I want to show you something that most retail investors ignore. The on-chain data. I'm looking at whale alert data from the last 24 hours. We saw a transfer of 50 million XRP from Binance to an unknown wallet. We saw another 30 million XRP move from Upbit to cold storage. What does that tell you? When you send crypto to an exchange, you are preparing to sell. When you move crypto off an exchange to a private wallet, you are holding, you are locking it up. Supply on exchanges is dropping. Demand is rising, thanks to RLUSD and ETF rumors. Basic Economics 101. When supply goes down and demand goes up, price must go up. The seller's exhaustion is real. The people who wanted to sell at $1 are gone. The people left holding now are the believers, and they aren't selling for pennies. So, let's wrap this up. We have the technical breakout golden cross. We have the fundamental catalyst RLUSD on Binance. We have the macro safety Trump/fear. Trump/fear. And we have the institutional demand ETF imminent. The Clarity Act, defining digital assets as commodities versus securities, was delayed past January 14, 2026, but remains a priority with White House involvement. For XRP, this clarity would remove regulatory overhang, attract institutions, and cut uncertainty premiums, potentially boosting price 20-50%. Updates are expected in spring 2026. My final verdict for February 2026? I am aggressively accumulating in this $1.38, $1.42 zone. My conservative target for this quarter is $2.75. My cycle target, once the ETF goes live, is $5 to $8. Listen, I can't push the buy button for you. I'm not a financial advisor, but I have been in this market for a long time and I know a coiled spring when I see one. XRP is the coiled spring. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button. It helps the algorithm more than you know. Subscribe if you want to catch the next move before it happens. I'm watching the charts so you don't have to. Peace out, and I'll see you on the moon.